Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, we are here again. We are live. We're giving some more transfer news and news in general on our channel. Yes, yours and mine's to be held in perpetuity. But yeah, like it says it down, it just says just to click the like button. You do not have to subscribe. Don't subscribe. Also, I'd like you to come into the live chat somewhere over here. Come in the live chat, let me know your thoughts about, again, Thomas Partey. That news is going to be raging on and on to the break of dawn. We've got some more Florian Balogun news as well, and we've not got any Declan Rice news. I promise you, there is no Declan Rice news. But without further ado, let's get into this one straight off the bat. So the first news segment is Arsenal's Austin Trusty. You remember the youngster got loaned to Birmingham City? Anyway, this is what he says. Trusty speaks out after returning from loan. Arsenal's Austin Trusty has lured his loan spell at Birmingham after being included in Mikel Arteta's squad for the US tour. I think for myself, it has been helped me out tremendously by growing and becoming a man, said the American defender, aged 24 years of age, apparently. Now, what I've got to say is with Austin Trusty is this. And I mean this most sincerely. I've said to Arsenal about Arsenal that they've got to change something up. Got to change something up. Now we do have an academy. You've got Bukayo Saka, who's a product of the academy. So is Reece Nelson. So is the academy working? That's one part. The other thing is that when you've got players that you've signed and you've spent millions and millions of pounds on, what do you think happens to the opportunity for academy players who have been with us for 6, 7, 8, 9, sometimes 10 years, coming to us maybe at age 6, 7 years of age? What happens to their opportunities of getting into the first team when we've spent millions of pounds on these players? The opportunities are diminished. And Austin Trusty is one of those. He's one of those. So I'm so happy that he's been included in the squad, flown out to the United States. But I want to see this player feature in the first team. Much like Florian Balogun. I want to see those youngsters who spent all those years waiting and hoping and being told, if you do X, Y, and Z, you too might even feature in the first team. So Austin Trusty, so much respect to you because you've been patient, you've waited. Your wait might be prolonged because we're signed you're in timber. Go figure. Go figure. Anyway, some kind of off the cuff news. Mikel Arteta's son apparently has joined the Arsenal coaching staff in the US. Now, according to the Daily Mail, Arteta's son Gabriel, aged 14, was spotted at Arsenal's opening session on Monday. Gabriel wore a red training shirt used by other coaches, suggesting he was part of the coaching staff rather than training as a player. I mean, come on. Are you going to be a coaching staff age 14? So you're talking about pathway to the first team? Shh, I'm the manager. Come and join us. I'm joking. Thomas Partey news, a bit of an update, is it? Really? I'm not sure. But Saudi side keen on Partey. Al Khalil have emerged as favourites to sign Thomas Partey according to reports in the Middle East. The Gunners want £40 million for him, allegedly, with the fee. No issue for the Saudi side. I think they're probably just saying because they automatically think, oh, Saudi Arabia, this team has a lot of money. Oh, they'll pay the money. Just thinking, age 30, does he still command that kind of money? £40 million? That's never one to watch. Now, I did say yesterday that the reports that came out yesterday, Emerson Rowe is out on extended holiday of his exploits with the under 21s. Well done, Emerson Rowe. Reece Nelson's out injured. Samuel Lokonga is also injured. Thomas Partey would be joining apparently at the squad a little bit later on, maybe within the next week or so. Right, now the nuts and bolts of this segment here, apparently Mikel Arteta said that he could regret selling Balogun. Now, as Mikel Arteta faces transfer decisions, Florian Balogun wants regular team football. Don't we all? He wants it too. Have it. Now, Balogun age 22, scored 21 league goals, and I think he had a handful of assists as well. Had a loan spell with Reims last season to gain some experience in first team football. United States International wants to build on his successful campaign in France, but may struggle to get into Arteta's starting 11 due to a tough competition. But if we don't play him, we're never going to know, are we? We've got to play him. Have to play him. And remember what Balogun said? I tell you what, I ain't going out on loan again. Oh, God. Talk about taking control of your destiny. I ain't going out on loan again. So I guess I don't know what's going to happen. Do you want Balogun to stay, or should he go to the go? Personally, I would like Balogun to stay, but that's only me. I tell you what, I won't be going out on loan again. Maybe someday he'll command £100 million fee, but right about now, if we do end up selling him between 40 and £50 million, not £100 million. Not £100 million. But yeah, speaking on Sky Sports, his former coach, Alan Neil, says that he was just such a talent that it was just a matter of time until he came through. For me, he now looks ready for the Premier League. Of course, he wants to play. Maybe they're another loan, but I don't think. Don't let him go. Again, that's the message out to Mikel Arteta. But as you know, Mikel Arteta doesn't listen to anyone on Canal 4 TV. He doesn't listen to me. Doesn't listen to me. Anyhow, people, these have been the news segments currently running on Canal 4 TV on our platform. Yes, to have and to hold in perpetuity. And for you clever lot, perpetuity means forever. Forever. It's a long time. All right, so what we need to do now, we need to go onto our Twitter feed and see as many comments there thus far. And then we'll go on to the latest poll. The question seemed to upset a few people. I have a way of upsetting people. I don't know why that is. Anyway, let's have a look here on our Twitter feed. Right, there's no comments there thus far. Now I want to go into the poll. The poll question was, Declan Rice, captain material? Martin Odegaard, captain material? Anyway, should Declan Rice have the captain's armband? Oh, this will upset a lot of people, this question. Well, we've had 762 votes, 4 comments and 17 likes, and it goes a little bit like this. So 17% of the votes say that Declan Rice should not have the captain's armband. Somebody was saying to me in the comments, well, he's only just arrived. He's just arrived. How can he just command the captain's armband? With Arsenal, you never know. You never know with Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. And 83%, do the maths, say that actually, no, he should not have the captain's armband. I tried, man. I tried my best, but people just weren't falling for it. They weren't falling for it. All right, so now I believe I can go into the live chat and see who was joining us on this show over here. Let's see. Right, yes, big man, Anthony Roberts, yes. Brr, pop. Big up, Alex. Thank you, my brother. I hope you're keeping well. Listen, again, we need to get you on Channel 4 TV, man. Got to get you on. But I think we'll get you on once the transfer season or the silly season is over. But yes, brother, we'll get you on. If we can get as much for party, the better. Sinful if we sell Balogun, Balogo, not Balogo, Balogo. Guna Matters is in the house. My brother Glenwyn. I hope you're keeping well, brother. We're going to catch up maybe tomorrow. Reminds me of where we said Cole when we played Campbell. Vintage Guna woes. Who remembers that? Not a lot of you. Who are you? Where are you? The risk we take with having him to stay Balogun, that is, if he does not hit the ground running with at least 15, is that 15 goals? 13 goals, 15 goals, we might lose out on 50 mil. That is just the risk we have to take. Again, we spoke about this, Glenwyn. We have to be ruthless. In order to get to the promised land, we have to be ruthless and make decisions which will not be popular decisions. So, if we got Balogun, who we're going to let go? I think you said Eddie Nketiah, isn't it? If he doesn't hit the ground running, then he doesn't hit the ground. At least it was a decision that we took. Well, I say we. It's not we. It's more Mikel Arteta. Only Sir Balogun to an overseas club. Oh, really? Man, money's money, man. Money's money. Good points, good matters, but we needed the evaluation, the trajectory of Jesus, Eddie, and Balogun as strikers. Who would score more goals and is versatile and fit? Said in 3 lines. I just don't see, Man City thinking things through like this. But anyway, Emerson, I love the design. Perhaps not the colour. However, an away game, fans have that shirt on. Will stand out, won't it? Okay. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. That kit. I didn't even want to talk about that, man. Didn't want to talk about that. Sounds good, Alex. I'll look forward to talking to you. Yes, my brother. Much respect, man. Much respect. Clement, good afternoon to you. Says on the question of the academy, I agree with you that they need to be given the chance to the first team. Miles, Lewis, Skelly, yeah, Ifan Wanari, Cozier Dewberry, Waters, and Charlie Patino should play. Otherwise, again, like I'm saying again, what is the point of having an academy? If you can never, ever give a clear pathway because they followed you. They've done what you asked them to do. And now, which I understand that, we bought players. It's nothing new buying players. That's nothing new. But at least look at the academy. Look at the players who have come through. They're not all going to make it. I understand that. But, why shut down that pathway to the first team? Balogun's a product of that. Reece Nelson is, all I've got to say, we're giving him, I think personally, enough opportunities. Because what's happened? He's injured. Smith Rowe is a product. Bukayo Saka is a product. So I understand mix and match, but look at the names there. Look at the players we've got there still. It just doesn't end after Smith Rowe. The academy doesn't finish because we've got a Bukayo Saka. It continues. It's a continuum, isn't it? Keep churning out quality players from the academy. I am worried about that, man. I'm really, really worried about it. But again, what do I know? Let me just kind of, right. Let's have a look. Oops. Okay, there we go. To throw a spanner in the works, should we as fans are happy he stays come end of the season, who will blame? I mean, we are so, I'll say schizophrenic. But we always look for scapegoats, don't we? Oh yeah, that player. We've got to blame that player. Oh, these players. Oh, the manager. And as much as I am Mikel Arteta's always done as critic, I do critique a lot, but I also understand it's not easy. It's not easy being a manager and dealing with all the facets of being a manager. Managing, manage, yeah. Root word, manage, control. You know what I mean. But it's not easy. I understand that. But no one forced him into the position. It's the ambition, isn't it? He wanted to be manager of Arsenal. But I understand it. It's a difficult job. Which is why I said that he needs a strong number 2. Not a yes man. Hey, can you jump? Oh, how high, Mikel Arteta? How high? We don't want that. We want, can you jump? Excuse me? You tell me to jump? You jump, Mikel Arteta. He needs a strong number 2. Someone who could say, actually, Mikel Arteta, I disagree. We don't need to make a substitution. Or, Mikel, we need to make a substitution. Or, that starting 11, no, that's not going to work, man. A false 9, that's not going to work. He needs a strong number 2, just to question his decision making. And he doesn't have that. All right, Guna Matters Glenwin says, Gabby Jesus, Eddie Ballo. I think Ballo is the one who has not had a history of injuries. So I think that's right, actually. I can't remember him being in. No, no. That's a good shout, actually. A good shout. Evening, Gunners. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm off. I'm off. I'm off. I'm off to support Enfield tonight. Playing Spurs on 21s. Team Arsenal 8 supporting the local clubs. Any more via pre-season friendlies? Yeah. Can you imagine, John, if I had put a Canon 4 TV 11 and Arsenal playing our 11? That'd be brilliant. But you're right. We want, people in the local community to support your local club. I work in schools and I hear these children supporting Man United. Oh, have you been to see Man United? No. So how can you support Man United? You're not local to Manchester. Oh, I support Liverpool. Have you been to Liverpool? No, no. My dad supports Liverpool. Yeah, but do you? How? Why is it you support Liverpool? Support your local team, I say. Last week's match, Enwari was the most exciting player on the pitch with a fearless attitude. And I saw that a drag back and a little bit of skill he did there, but I didn't see the game, to be honest. We spoke about it. I only saw the highlights, and even that was a bit of a yarn. Yes, last season alone was huge for Ballo. He knows he can play now, and the USA having him alongside Weir is the approval he needed for himself. An away kit, worst one ever for me. Looks like a builder, a hybrid. But John, do you remember the banana, the bruised banana? Did we not say that about that? That looks terrible. Oh, it looks horrible. Did we not say that about the bruised banana away kit? I was just thinking, I'm looking at that late design. I'm thinking it looks horrible, but they're probably hoping the next 5, 10 years we're going to be saying that was a classic kit. I won't be saying that. I won't be saying that. I'm sorry. Local football clubs are lifeblood of community. They give back. I am hoping to have the people from Dial Square FC back after, again, once the transfer window is closed. Oh, goodness, sorry about this, people. Sorry about this. So yeah, grassroots football, man. I don't want to bore you again with the same old story about me taking children when I was a youth worker to Old Barnet's ground, Underhill, and it was free to watch the reserves. Free, nothing for free these days. Grassroots football. But also the PR part of Ballo staying would attract more USA fans and yeah, and the revenue and some ins, and if Stan smells that, he will say, Arteta, keep him. Arteta, keep him. God, dearie me. The heavens to Murgatroyd. Right, so if you just joined us, we've just been talking about some news segments. We're just kind of going over old ground, but it seems that the main part of the news is about Florian Balogun. He's been told not to sell Balogun by his old coach. Needs to keep Balogun, and I completely agree. But then again, do we have to sacrifice? Do we have to get somebody else out? If you were in Mikel Arteta's shoes now, who would you be looking at as potential to be sold? Because we can't have like half team full of strikers. And I know I can hear a lot of you saying, "Oh yeah, it's going to be Eddie Nketiah," but Eddie Nketiah is the fox in the box. He brings something different. Brings something different. Much like, did I say Ivan Toney? He would bring something different. So when plan A is not working, you've got to have a plan B. What's plan B? Throw him in. Ivan Toney or a Balogun or Eddie Nketiah. These are different types of strikers. And we can't have all the strikers similar. Oh, you know what? They look passages of play, and what happens? They come up against 6'3" defenders, low block, and we can't get through them. It will call for something different. Gotta have something different. Right. Oh yeah, and then we've been talking about Austin Trusty. Guys on a plane. Yeah, made it for the US squad, man. I was thinking, wow, but didn't he get loaned out to Birmingham City? And they've got Urine Timber and. But anyway, he says here, I think for myself, it has helped me out tremendously by growing and becoming a man. Yeah. But then Balogun says, I ain't going out on loan again. So what's going to happen? Oh, God damn me. Oh, my days. You couldn't make it up, man. You can't make it up. All right, back into... Actually, no, I'm not all going to the live chat just yet. Let me refresh the page here. About the question, should Declan Rice be given the captain's armband? I know people are saying, yeah, but he's just arrived. Oh. But is he not your typical captain? Insofar as, doesn't only play by his example. He's the one shouting, giving directions, much like, Patrick Vieira, a Frank McIntosh, Tony Adams. Those are kind of captains that I love to play with. I mean, I didn't play professional football. I played county football. That's the highest level I played at. But my captain was like that. All right, Alex, you're too deep. Push out. Yeah. All right. But a captain who can show by example, yeah, I understand it. I get it. But I'd far rather have a captain can shout, because that shows you that he's also picking up on things that you're not picking up on. Yeah, play by example. Play by example in the midfield. Yeah, show me what you can do as a defender, or tell me, remind me about my duties. Anyway, so that was the question. Should Declan Rice be given the captain's armband? 763 votes, 4 comments and 17 likes. Let's get the likes up. And the numbers have not changed. 70% say Declan Rice should have the captain's armband, and 83% say Declan Rice should not have the captain's armband. I get it. I understand. Just going for the live chat just for the last one before I wrap up this one. Wrap it up. Where are we? Oh, right. Okay, here we go. Yes, brother. I'm so excited to see Timber twist up man's this season. What a player and a catch for us. I mean, the video that he did. I know it's a PR machinery. I mean, players, and maybe back in the day, they're just not only about playing football. They have other obligations, sponsorship, brand deals, this, that, and the other. So the video that he did, when he spoke to, the youngsters, Ajax product, and telling them what he did to get where he got to. And at the end of the video, if you've not seen the video, I thought, oh my goodness, yeah. He's talking to Ajax youngsters, and at the end packing his stuff. And then who's waiting for him at the door as he's leaving? A youngster in the Arsenal kit. There you go. Handing the baton on. Thinking, wow. Really nice video. But yeah, I've been told that he's a good player, but yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. Should be. It should be. Sophie and Amrabat. It should be. I might upset some people by saying this, but you give me the choice between Sophie and Amrabat and Declan Rice, I would have gone for Amrabat. But be gone, be gone, be gone, you 9 goals. What's happened? Ivan Toney, my favourite sign if comes in January, winter. Alex, mate, I may see your old mate Cliff Jones tonight. Where if you, it wasn't my mate. I know what you mean. My old PE teacher, Cliff Jones, played for. I think he's a winger for Wales, wasn't he? And also played for the old enemy Spurs. I think the guy is probably 87, 88 now. And I tell you what, during the pandemic, I was just going through my Twitter feed and I see Cliff Jones. The guy probably looks about 60, 60, doing exercise in his garden. I was thinking, even at school, where he was probably in his 40s, probably must have been in his 40s, still playing football. Yeah, still just, I was thinking, this guy, man. Yeah, so yeah, if you see Cliff Jones, he won't remember me, but tell him I say, yo. Who will be our top scorer this season? Have I asked that question before? I think I might have asked that question before in the polls. I'm going to go for Martinelli. Yeah, Gabriel Martinelli, man. Such high hopes. Each season, I want this guy to impress me more and more and more. I know he was tied as top scorer across all competitions, but my money is on Gabriel Martinelli. I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. What about you? What about you? Oh well, I just received a missed call from United Kingdom. It could have been Mikel Arteta looking for a striker or a goalkeeper. Yeah, goalkeeper. Oh, dearie me. I think that we have come to an end on this one. Yeah, we've definitely come to an end. Methinks? Have we's? Have we's? Have we's? Okay. Yeah, I think we've come to an end. So let's put this back up. All right, and that is that, people. I will be giving you some more live news, transfer news, rumors, speculations, reports, and yeah, everything else under the sun on our channel. Our channel, yeah. Before I go, I do need to check out the poll that we did about your favourite, I repeat, your favourite live segment on Canon 40 TV. Because we've got maybe 3 more weeks to run before we announce the winner. Who is the winning segment on Canon for the TV? So I'm just being sent all these notifications. I'm not sure why. Yes. So last year, the first award ceremony in Canon 40 was won by Thursday Night Football with Ange, the First Lady of Canon 40 TV. So this is going to be the second one. And these are I won't say the results, but this is how things stand as of today. So we have had 166 votes. What is your favourite segment on Canon for the TV? 166 votes, 12 thumbs up, 2 comments. In on 11% of the votes, it is Monday Midday Show, hosted by Guna Matters, Glenn Wynn. On 22% of the votes, thank goodness, is my brother. Live watch-alongs. Can you imagine my brother won? I have to give my brother the trophy. I don't want to do that, man. I'm sorry, bro. I love you, but it looked like some kind of scam, innit? Oh, you know, my brother won. But anyway, 23% of the votes is Thursday Night Football. And out in front still on 43% of the votes, it is Big Sunday Show, hosted by Paul in the North Bank. So we'll be running for that, I guess, until I come back from my holidays and a little bit further on from that. And yeah, that is it. What's that? Yeah. Okay, so we are finished on this one here. Again, I will be back tomorrow, give you some more live news. But thank you to you for joining me over here. Yeah, just 1 minute short of 30 minutes, half an hour. But I will be back tomorrow, give you some more live news and everything else related to Arsenal. But this Canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over